Hey everyone, so today, as you can see from the title, I'm going to be showing you my full-on how I apply my makeup. I have so much texture, my acne has been so bad lately. I'm just gonna moisturize my lips. I've already sprayed my skin mist. For moisturizer, I'm going to be using my CERA SPF 30. I heard that the best sunscreen is the one that contains zinc. Neutrogena, for example, I think theirs do not contain zinc. I just heard from a dermatologist that zinc is the best type of sunscreen. And I guess it makes sense because zinc reduces inflammation. So anyway. Gonna take a pump or two. You want to protect your skin from the sun first of all because your skin will become super sensitive if it has any trace of exposure, resulting in more breakouts. A lot of people say sunscreen breaks you out, but it's quite the opposite. And I don't apply a primer just because that's just an extra layer. Primer will clog up my pores. Anything too heavy, for example this Magic Perfecting Base, it's a bit too thick. It's like a putty almost. Same with baby skin, the Monistat stuff. I just stay away from all those. As long as I have a good amount of sunscreen on, I should be good to go. The foundation that I'm choosing today, Tarte Shape Tape. I actually have the Tarte Shape Tape foundation. I'm in the color light medium neutral, and then this I'm in light medium. It's crazy because this concealer matches me more precisely than my foundation. When I use that foundation, it's still slightly too orange, even for being a neutral. Also on top of that, this covers way better, and it feels just as light as the foundation, so honestly you're better off using this foundation. And also the colors are more inclusive. There's more to choose from, considering I found my exact shade. When I had super bad acne, this would cover all of it. Just apply to a clean face. If your face isn't clean, I recommend putting it on the back of a clean hand. Really, you just need one pump. You don't even have to go back in. A little goes a long way, it spreads. I'm just gonna use my fingers because my makeup brushes are really dirty. I don't want to break out from that, but honestly, just tapping a little does go a long way, like it already covered it. Whereas a lot of foundation tutorials I found on with acne, they'll apply their foundation, they may add another layer of foundation, and on top of that they'll like conceal, spot conceal. Might as well just apply a thin layer of that concealer and you're not going to get such a big buildup of product because that's 3 layers already, and you really just want to add as minimal product as you can. So this Shape Tape foundation really does the trick when it comes to just applying one thin layer, and there's no alcohol in the Shape Tape, so your skin isn't going to be sensitive. If you have alcohol in your concealers or foundation, I suggest you probably want to toss them because they could potentially break you out more. There are good alcohols and bad alcohols. I can label the bad ones in the description. Alcohol Denat, for example, that's really bad. Just pure alcohol. It doesn't have any cetyl alcohol, which is fine, or benzyl alcohol, which is fine. It'll just say pure alcohol. Another really good full coverage concealer is the Kat Von D. I feel like it would be better as a facial concealer as opposed to under eye because it kind of creases a bit, but if you apply it on your face and you have the right shade, such a good coverage. But then if you want a drugstore recommendation for a concealer that doesn't contain any alcohol, the LA Girl Pro Conceal, I put that all over my face a lot of times and it covers so well. It's not as full coverage as the Tarte Shape Tape. If you want to invest in a foundation that is meant for acne coverage, definitely invest in the Shape Tape. What I do under my eyes, this is just a full coverage Bye Bye Under Eye Cosmetic, just because it's a bit lighter, so I have more emphasis around my eye area. This is just a random setting powder, lock everything in place. But if I were to use an actual foundation, the one I would use without hesitation would be the Marc Jacobs. This is the one that I would wear all the time, and like my acne was again at this stage, that's what I would have used, but there's alcohol in that one. Okay, and now I'm gonna use some blush. I'm just using the BOBBI brown, or sorry, bronzer. I actually don't mind putting bronzer over acne just because it kind of brings it back, really warms up the face. So the key is to a good base, okay? We got the full coverage. We got the thin layer, we got the powder, the bronzer is applied. When it comes to blushes, you don't really want to put a shimmery blush over top of your bumps. The shimmer can actually emphasize your acne because, I mean, you're bringing attention to it, right? I have a Laura Geller blush and I have a Note blush. This is a shimmer blush and this is a matte blush. So try to stick to a matte blush as it won't emphasize any texture on your skin as opposed to this Laura Geller blush. So as much as I want to wear this one, I'm gonna just go in with this peachy kind of blush. It's in the shade Desert Rose by Note, and just placing it where I normally would with blush. Okay, so highlighter. Highlighter can actually be a pretty beneficial thing when it comes to having acne, but it also can be a very negative kind of effect when you have acne. So you have to just be strategic where you place your highlighter, because you either have the choice to bring attention to your acne or bring attention away from your acne. So we want to obviously bring it away. I'm just taking a highlighter by GERARD Cosmetics in the shade Grace. Really blinding highlight. My acne starts right here, so I want to go right above that. But if you happen to have acne that's like right above where I'm pointing, then I suggest even taking a smaller brush, so then you won't touch any texture. So comparing the two, this one is just an eyeshadow transition shade brush, and then this one is more big and fluffy. So if you use the smaller brush, then you can be more precise, and then you won't have to worry so much about trying to be very careful that you won't touch any other texture that may start down here. I'll just use the small one just to demonstrate. Some highlighter, I would put it at the highest possible area, the highest point, even before where your cheekbone starts, so like right here. So then I'm totally missing all my texture. If you happen to have acne literally right close to where I'm putting it, then I would suggest just skipping highlighter as a whole. Then I would just simply suggest putting it on the nose, on the cupid's bow. Can almost guarantee you won't have acne there. On my inner corners. But just doing that, it totally just brow bone, it's totally distracting away from the acne, as opposed to if I were not to apply it at all, go crazy with the highlight. But yeah, those are the places you would typically again want to highlight. And of course you want setting spray to lock everything in. Make sure your setting spray doesn't contain any alcohol. I know, for example, the GERARD Cosmetics Slay All Day setting spray, first ingredient is water, second ingredient is SD alcohol, and that's also another bad alcohol you want to stay away from. It's not healthy for your skin. It's gonna break you out even more possibly. But anyway, I'm gonna finish the rest of my makeup and I will be right back. Okay, so that concludes my full foundation routine, or full base routine rather. Tips and tricks, hopefully I can help you out. Look for the ingredients that are listed in the products. The more natural the better. That's why I love Tarte makeup, because their ingredients are amazing. As a foundation, I totally recommend the Tarte Shape Tape concealer. Again, this was just one layer. Try to emphasis away from the acne with the highlighter. As long as you have a good foundation that's reliable, I'd say, yeah, you're good. Like, you don't have to do much else. Please subscribe down below. I hope you have a good day, good night wherever you are, and see you in the next video. Peace.